Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Tayo po ay manalangin. Assalamu alaikum. Amin ya rabbil alamin. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ya Allah, gibuklat namin ang dalawang palad namin upang maghingi sa iyo ng kapatawaran. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim, Ya Allah, Ikaw, Ya Allah, ang lahat sa amin ay maghihingi ng katawaran, Ya Allah. Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim, Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim, ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Amin. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afiyah. Amin. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afiyah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamu alal mursalin walhamdulillah.
Agpanawag-tawag kita hapat na pasagi dito Mindanao, jata sila kantra sadpan, amihanan daw habagatan, umawunta ha mga diwata punta bato ta sampaw daragat, dadumahan kinay paabot kimambabad sa mga pangalijata, amay nay naman babadza dumahi tay, daini nakatudzuan tay, daini nakatiguman ipag-abot nay, ang pingi haini ng mga utaw na aglampig jata at kultura ta dito Mindanao, ang pingi hiran na dumaragi pahiran o magbabadza, ilahi pahiran ta kabaskog tay ng mga lawa mapadazon hiran ta katudzuan ta tapagpreserbar do pagtinir ta ato kultura di ta Mindanao. Amay nay na mambabaza dumahi kay, amay nay na mababaza kaluy ikay, amin na mababaza dumahi kay ta kinabuhi nay. Thank you very much, and you may now be seated. As everyone entered here in the vicinity, we really felt the energy coming from the various regions of Mindanao. And once again, we would like to hear the echoing sound of Koryo Mindanao. Where are the participants of Region 10? Ipalanog ta ang tingog gikan sa Region 11. What about Region 12? What about the Caraga region? What about the Sock Sergeant region? And of course, our very colorful region, the Barm region. And what about, of course, the one and united Koryo Mindanao! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the members of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated. And so let us warmly welcome the participants of each cluster. Of course, we have already acknowledged the various regions a while ago. And of course, it is just right and fitting nga pakpakan nato ang atong mga kaugalingon kay nakaabuta diri sa City of Good Luck, Gingoog City. And to formally welcome us all here in the host city, Gingoog, join your hands together to the City Mayor of Gingoog City, Honorable Eric Generales Cañosa.
Madagway masulong, mahinyoalan. Maayong buntag sa tanan. And of course, it is a great honor for this first, though fourth in Mindanao, but this is the first in our beloved city of Gingoog. We dreamed of this event that we can host. Such an event like this will really boost not just our tourism development, but including also our economic development. Before, when I will go to other places, pag pupunta po ako sa ibang lugar, pag tinatanong po ako, this is my second term as the City Mayor of Gingoog. during my first term. And when I was elected as a city councilor way back 2007, then the vice mayor way back 2010 and 2013, marami pong nagtatanong sa akin kung taga saan po ako. Ang sagot ko po, I am from Gingoog. Ang karaniwan pong tanong sa akin, saan po yun? Am I right? Even po siguro sa inyo, before, kung may magtanong man, kung na may mangutana, kung taga-asa ka, pag Tubago, Gingoog City, ang tubag, asa man na. But now, someone asked me, saan ka pong mayor? Ang sagot ko po, I am the mayor of Gingoog City. Marami na pong nagsasabi, maganda daw ang Gingoog City. I am very much thankful for all your support. And with these people in front of you, sila po ang tumutulong sa atin. Sila ang gatabang sa ato. And I would like to thank the founding director of this 4th Koryo Mindanao Summite and 2nd Tukar Mindanao in the person of Mr. Basilidas Pilapil Jr. Sir, thank you so much. And of course, the co-founding director in the person of Mr. Raul Prima. Sir, our Koryo Mindanao Incorporated President, Mr. Harold Antalan. Our KMI Board of Director of Caraga Region, Mr. Val Lozada. Sir, our Provincial Tourism Officer, the very active, and of course, during his time, nabuo ang Kuyamis Festival in the person of Attorney Jeffrey Saclot. Our Senior Labor and Employment Officer from the Department of Labor and Employment, Mr. Glenford Labial. Sir, our OIC Chief Tourism Operations Officer of DOT-10, Mr. Decius, my friend, Desmedalia. Our Vice President of International Theater Institute of the Philippine Council, Mr. Frank Rivera. Sir, our Communication and Appointment Officer of TIEZA, Mr. Rex Imbok. Officers of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated and Board of Directors. And of course, our choreographers, artistic directors, and cultural researchers, and our IP representative in the province of Misamis Oriental, nakita nako si board member Alan Dato Salagaan Mandukita. With this person, when I assumed office as the mayor of Gingoog, ako siyang nailhan. I met her when I was in Amaya View way back 2016 to 2019. We discussed before assuming and before I was being elected as the father of this city, ako siyang nailhan. We discussed for plans in Gingoog City, specifically about tourism. I can see her dedication, commitment, and sacrifices. Very active in promoting our tourism in Region 10. I can see her commitment and focus. And I would like to thank that because of her, Gingoog City will be awarded as one of the local government units in the entire Philippines for our seal of good local governance. According to the Cities and Municipalities Competitiveness Index for 2021, we are very proud that we are the top 5 most improved component city in the Philippines. We are the top 8 in government efficiency, and we are the top 14 most competitive component city in the entire Philippines. And now, we are the top 6 most competitive in government efficiency in the entire Philippines. It is because of the support in attaining our goal strategic directions, in which letter G is for good governance, accountability and transparency. Letter O is for opportunities for agriculture, tourism, culture and arts development, and sports. Letter L is for livelihood and its sustainable implementation. And for letter D, the delivery of services for health, education, social services, peace and order, and environmental protection. In the field of tourism, culture and arts development, I would like to thank this person. Because of her, naila na ang Dakbayan sa Gingoog. It is because of the support of our regional director, Director Elaine Marie Unchuan, Director May Unchuan. Salamat kayo, RD, nga ang Dakbayan sa Gingoog, naila na pud ang among pantalan as one of the international diving destination and diving spots, dili lang sa Pilipinas, kung dili sa tibuok kalibutan. Kung naay mangutana karon, and for sure, pagbalik ninyo sa inyong respective places, kung mangutana, unsay naa sa Gingoog, isa ra mong ikagarantiya sa inyo. Ang Dakbayan sa Gingoog na atay core values, which is part. P is for people's participation, A is for accountability, R is for respect, and T is for transparency. And with the hosting of this first in Gingoog, but the fourth Koryo Mindanao Summit, and second Tukar Summit, Tukar Mindanao Summit 2022, nahimo ning posible because of our dynamic and active, in which before usa lang siya ka division or even just a section under the city mayor's office, but for 2022 we created this office to become a department, and we have now our department head in the person of Mr. Odi Ocampo, our city tourism officer. I would like to thank our tourism movers. I know that this is not an easy task for them to host this very big event and momentous event in the lives of our artists, directors, choreographers. But rest assured, kung sa man ang kakulangon sa Dakbayan sa Gingoog, rest assured that we will try our best to give you our very, very, very warm welcome in this progressive city of Gingoog. I can see our Muslim brothers. Assalamualaikum. We are very proud to see you because in Gingoog City, walang Muslim, walang Christian. We are isa lang tayo. Tayong lahat ay Pilipino. We have also here our Muslim community. All our programs in the city, kasama po natin ang mga Islam na brothers and sisters. We even created, way back 2007, when I assumed office as a councilor of this city, we created the CHEPA, or Gingoog Evangelical Pastors Association. Then, we created CHEMA, Gingoog Ecumenical Ministers Association, in which our imam are included in this association. Isa po tayo. As a young mayor, my dream for Gingoog City is just very simple. Become a progressive, globally competitive, livable, resilient, self-sustaining, and inclusive city. I cannot do this alone. Hindi ko po kaya kung ako lang. But with your cooperation, support, and dedication, sacrifices, for sure, after this summit, makikilala na po at makikilala pa ang Gingoog City because of you. So on behalf of the local government unit of Gingoog, And of course, our very own Governor of the province of Misamis Oriental, our former Vice Mayor in the City of Gingoog, now the Governor of the province, Governor Peter Senior Pedro M. Unabia. And of course, our very own Congressman Christian Unabia, and our Vice Mayor in the city who is in Manila right now, Vice Mayor Tadeo Sadoy Lugod, and the rest of the members of the City Council, together with our department heads, our Hingaunon brothers and sisters. Welcome to this first in Gingoog City and fourth in Mindanao and second to Mindanao Summite in our beloved city of Gingoog. God bless us all, and together we can unite. Maayong buntag sa tanan.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we shall give the plaque of appreciation to Honorable. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we shall give the plaque of appreciation to Honorable Eric Generales Cañosa in grateful acknowledgement of his distinguished and invaluable services rendered as guests of honor and speaker during the grand opening of the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated Summit, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of the occasion. Given this 9th day of December 2022 at Arturo S. Lugod Gymnasium, Gingoog City, Philippines. Signed by the founder, Basilidas VP Lapil Jr., Vincent O. Aranas, the Secretary General, Mr. Audi Cornelio Sabello Campo, the Summit Director, and Mr. Harold B. Antalian, the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated President. Plaque of appreciation is given to Honorable Mayor Eric Generales Cañosa of Gingoog City. To Mayor Cañosa of Gingoog City, salamat tungkay for accepting the challenge to be the host of this year's 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit and Tokar Mindanao Summit. Ug karon mga kadumahan ko, kaubanan ko sa Koryo Mindanao, aron masayod kita sa mga tumong ug tinguha ni inaatong katiguman karon, tabuon ta sa makabubungog ug masipang pakpak, Mr. Val Luzada, the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated Board of Director, Caraga Region, for the rationale of this year's event.
Thank you, GM. Mabuhay! Koryo Mindanao Incorporated is a non-profit organization established in December 2017 by the choreographers, festival musicians, and visual artists in Mindanao, and duly registered in Securities and Exchange Commission last 2019. KMI's aspiration is to provide training in the field of performing arts, specifically in street dancing, to all individuals with talent and passion, empowering well-versed dancers, choreographers, musicians, and art workers, embracing the rootedness from which these art forms evolved, as well as a supportive environment for the performances in Mindanao, become an advocate of peace and understanding in Mindanao and the world. KMI's vocation is to use the creative medium of dance and performing arts to train, educate, develop, and empower artists within the socio-economic and cultural communities and contributing towards job creation, rights of the artist, and poverty alleviation in Mindanao. The organization conducted its third Koryo Mindanao Summit held in Coronadal, South Cotabato last 2020 with more than 100 of Mindanaoan street dance practitioners, festival musicians, visual artists, and culture workers gathered whose passion is to promote and preserve Mindanao culture and tradition. Today, after a 2-year hiatus, we are back. This is the fourth Koryo Mindanao Summit, and the organization this time is looking forward for the success of all our journey with a strong tied-up support from its stakeholders and partners, the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, Dance Committee, the International Theater Institute, Cambayoca Mindanao Outreach, the Department of Tourism, the Department of Education, the local government units, and the Local Culture and Arts Council, and the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority in the islands of Mindanao. With this year's theme, Cultural Tourism, Arts and Festival, Opportunities After the Pandemic, Challenges and Breakthroughs of Mindanao Tapestry, Colors, Sights, and Sounds. Mabuhay ang Koryo Mindanao!
Thank you very much. Salamat tungkay, salamat amani, Mr. Val Luzada, for setting the direction of this year's 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for his summit message, please help me welcome the Provincial Tourism Officer of Misamis Oriental. Dungan ta sa pagpakpak, Koryo Mindanao to Atty. Jeffrey Saclot.
Thank you to our vibrant Master of Ceremonies this morning. Up front, I'd like to extend my respects first to one of the best performing mayors in the whole Philippines, very young. Gingoog, as he just said, is now gaining grounds at the national level. I think it's not only because of the achievements of the local government unit of Gingoog, but I suppose you will agree with me because of his good looks. We have a good-looking mayor here in Gingoog City in the person of Mayor Eric Canyosa. For the information of everyone, Mayor Eric is still single. So basig na ay interesado. Dapat tayo mga dalaga dire. Well, kidding aside, before I proceed further with the greetings, no, especially of our para sa atong mga guests this morning, when you had your third Koryo Mindanao Summit in South Cotabato, if I'm not mistaken, the delegates from the province of Misamis Oriental presented before this very same gathering of talented individuals, their intent to host the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit. It was supposedly going to happen the following year, I think 2020. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, your gathering was put to a halt. And when you decided to organize again this kind of gathering for all of you, we were very much delighted to learn that Gingoog City offered to host this big event, which is part of Misamis Oriental. And for that, on behalf of Governor Peter M. Onabia, I'd like to say thank you, Mayor Eric Canyosa, for this particular opportunity that the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit is happening in the city of Gingoog. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very much fortunate also this morning because the opening program is being graced by no less than one of the pillars of the tourism industry, not just in our province, but I should say in the whole Philippines. Let us please give a big round of applause to our dynamic regional director of the Department of Tourism Region 10 in the person of Marie Elaine Onsuan. And I'd also like to acknowledge one of our provincial officials in Misamis Oriental, and he is representing the IP community to which all of you can relate. Honorable Alan Mandokita, who also hails from Gingoog City. The officers of the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated, headed by Mr. Harold Antalya. Of course, our City Tourism Officer of Gingoog, one of the pioneering members of the Association of Tourism Officers of the Philippines, Mr. Odi Ocampo. And I'd like to say a special shout out to a good friend of mine who traveled all the way from Manila just to be able to share with us the significance of this event. One of the consultants of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, Mr. Frank Rivera. As the Provincial Tourism Officer of Misamis Oriental, when I was able to see all of you arrive, kaganina, after your parade, I got so amazed by how beautiful the colors of Mindanao is. And we can relate to this because the Department of Tourism Mindanao, all of the 6 regional directors are also advocating for the program called Colors of Mindanao, right, RD? And you are really a perfect example of putting colors to the islands of Mindanao with your talent, with your passion, with your personalities and your contribution, not just to the promotion of culture and the arts, but your contribution to the society as a whole. And for that, I'd like to congratulate all of you. I'd like to congratulate Koryo Mindanao for pulling all these individuals just to be able to have a very good representation of culture and the arts here in the island of Mindanao. On the part of the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, Governor Peter M. Onabia has exerted efforts, initial efforts, to show support for the promotion of cultural tourism and for the whole industry that promotes culture and the arts in the Philippines. One of which is the creation of the Provincial Culture and the Arts Council, of which the members of the Koryo Misamis Oriental will become members of the council. Koryo Misamis Oriental was organized, if I'm not mistaken, in 2019. Getting inspiration, drawing inspiration from the success of our Kuyamis Festival. By the way, we will be celebrating our 10th Kuyamis Festival in the second week of January. So next month, I hope you will be able to come back to Misamis Oriental and witness the festive celebration of the 10th Kuyamis Festival. Another thing that Governor Peter M. Onabia has manifested to be able to show support for your sector is his support to this 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit. I think by tomorrow night, there will be a Governor's Night event and we expect the presence of our dear Governor Peter M. Onabia. Not only that, for the members of the Koryo Misamis Oriental, Governor Peter M. Onabia just approved an assistance, even if an assistance, no, financial assistance to you guys. The Koryo Misamis Oriental Summit is being headed by Mr. Nestor Tantan Sapio, no, a barangay captain in Barangay Poblacion, Upol, Misamis Oriental, who is also a popular choreographer in the whole province. And when we had our meeting of the Association of Tourism Officers of Misamis Oriental, Misamis Oriental actually has one of the solid best tourism association in the whole of the Philippines. So when we had our meeting last November, I asked all tourism officers heeding the directive of the Honorable Governor to have all their choreographers to our 10th Kuyamis Festival Street Dancing Competition attend the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit to be able to support the organization and to boost the participation of this particular event. And so, I hope that the choreographers for the 10th Kuyamis Festival Street Dancing Competition are here joining us this morning. Pwede pataas kamot kinsa mga choreographers nato din na, no? So pipila pa akong nakita and I think some will follow, no? Basig na late lang. And we also have some of our tourism officers attending this event. And so, with the hosting by the Gingoog City Government of the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit, we can really say that in partnership with the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, this province of Misamis Oriental is one with the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated in the implementation of its programs, projects, and activities. So, good luck to all of you, and I know that we will arrive at a very successful outcome of this event. As what Mayor Canyosa said, your event today boosts our tourism here in Misamis Oriental, boosts our economic efforts, especially in the city of Gingoog. So, enjoy the rest of your gathering, and from the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, I'd like to say this, please do explore MisOr, short for saying explore the amazing secrets of Misamis Oriental. Once again, maayong buntag.
Nakultuod na salamat, Attorney Saklot, for that very inspiring message. At this point, we shall give the plaque of appreciation, and we would like to request the members of the Board of Directors and Officers of Koryo Mindanao to please join us here up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to read to you the citation of this plaque of appreciation. Koryo Mindanao Incorporated present this plaque of appreciation to Attorney Jeffrey C. Saclot in grateful acknowledgement of his distinguished and invaluable service rendered as guest honor and speaker during the grand opening of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated 4th Summit, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of the occasion. Given to this 9th day of December 2022 at Arturo S. Lugod Gymnasium, Gingoog City, Philippines. Signed by the founder Basilides B. Pilapil Jr., Secretary General Vincent O. Ranas, Summit Director Mr. Audi Cornelio Sabelio Campo, and the President of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated, Harold B. Antalian. Ladies and gentlemen, plaque of appreciation is given to Attorney Jeffrey C. Saclot. Once again, thank you very much, Attorney Jeffrey Saclot, the Tourism Officer of Misamis Oriental. In gatherings like this, ladies and gentlemen, it is just right and fitting to acknowledge the cultural bearers of Mindanao. And so, atong hatagan sa dakong pagtagad, ang atong mga kaigsuunang lumad nga nagduyog, naguban kanato ni ining atong dakong kasaulugan o katiguban dinis sa Mindanao. We would like to introduce Mr. Alan Mandukita. Atong hatagan sa dakong pagtahod, also to Mr. Landy Mandahinog, representing the Higaonon communities of Gingoog City. And joining us this morning and this 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit, we also have Dato Loloy Mangarin Tilukan of the Umajamnon tribe of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. And with him is Bai Namili Tilukan, again, of the Umajamnon tribe. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the cultural bearers of Mindanao. And so to witness a cultural presentation of the rich culture of Gingoog City, ladies and gentlemen, let's witness the cultural dance presentation of Koryo Gingoog. Salamat tungkay mga sulod ta punta banwa ta mga higaunon dinita banwa ta hingoog. And also we would like not to thank the community for really preserving these cultural dances, namely the binakbak, the binanog, the dugso, tinaktak, and inanod, and also the inamo dance. So these are actually the authentic dances of Hingoog City and other provinces in northern Mindanao. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our challenge to preserve our very own culture. And next to perform are the authentic dances coming from southern Mindanao. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our contingent coming from the Soc Surgeon region for their Madhal Tiboli. Madal Belaan. And they will be showcasing their dance, Madal Bealan. After sa declaration, mag-inagong kayo. And that was indeed a very nice presentation coming from our Koryo Sock Sergeant. Thank you very much. Of course, they highlighted the steps of the Tibolis and dili gyud mawala ang ilang gipasigarbo nga tinala cloth. Once again, dakol tuod na salamat. Of course, we proceed to the next part of our program, which is the presentation of the plaque of recognition and acceptance speech. A round of applause to the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Director Albert Guteb, represented by Mr. Glenford Labial, the Senior Labor and Employment Officer, Region 10. Koryo Mindanao Incorporated present this plaque of appreciation is given to Regional Director Albert Gutib of Doli Region 10 for unrelenting effort rendered to Koryo Mindanao Incorporated at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Your admirable dedication in performing your sworn public duties for the entire festival industry in Northern Mindanao is worth emulating. Given this 9th day of December 2022, during the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summite in Gingoog City, Philippines, signed by the officers of Koryo Mindanao and the Summit Director, Mr. Odi Cornelio Sabelio Ocampo, requesting the members of the Board of Directors to please come up the stage for the presentation of the plaque. The same plaque of appreciation is given to Mr. Glenford. The same plaque of appreciation is given to Mr. Glenford C. Labial of Doli Region 10. Thank you very much, Mr. Glenford C. Labial and Director Gutib, for your unending support to the organization. Agpasalamat kay Kimam Babadja na taon mga utaw na iling tainzo na agduyo gayod taamong katuyuan. Salamat tuod. And at this point, Koryo Mindanao, we shall hear a message coming from Mr. Glenford Labial.
Dili, oy. Ikaw manong ha. Thank you, Sir JM, Agiman of Koryo Mindanao, Koryo Camiguin, to the Mayor of Gingoog City, Mayor Eric Canyosa, Regional Director of the Department of Tourism 10, RD Marie Elaine Onchuan, mayong buntag ma'am, Attorney Jeffrey Saklot, Misamis Oriental Provincial Tourism Officer, the legendary people I have met earlier, ang ako ang mga suod nga mga higala. Please allow me to personally acknowledge them. Sir Val Lozada, mayong buntag, Sir Val. Sir Vincent Inting Aranas of Camiguin, mayong buntag, Sir Inting. Sir Yoyong Esmedalya, mayong buntag, Sir Yoyong. Sir Alan Laguyo, good morning, sir. Sir George Kimboy, mayong buntag, sir. Kuya Frank, mayong buntag, magandang umaga po, Kuya Frank. And to the 250 participants, maayong buntag kaninyong tanan, assalamualaikum, warak matulay talawa barakatu, mapya kapipita maradyaw na buntag sa ijo, horot. In behalf of my Regional Director, Albert E. Gutib, who is currently attending the Dole 89th year in Intramuros, Manila, please allow me to read his message. Festival workers make up the life support system of the Philippine economy, particularly in the tourism industry. 2 years ago, the Department of Labor and Employment Northern Mindanao granted 2 million pesos for the provision of cash assistance through the COVID-19 Adjustment Measures Program for 415 festival industry workers in the region who were hardly hit and displaced due to the global pandemic. The virus resulted to cancellation of hundreds of festivals off the calendar across northern Mindanao after mass gatherings were banned, setting on end the lives of permanent, including seasonal Koryo Mindanao members in a fragile industry after regional festivities did not take place. Doli Northern Mindanao sincerely prioritized the sector in order to immediately help affected individuals in order to regain strength and vigor as contributors to the economic activities to our country. The financial assistance given by the Dole through the Bayanihan to Recover as one act proved that our government stands firm for the people and with the people as we were traversing the worst challenge of all time with Filipino value of Bayanihan. As we are back on our feet today, embracing the new normal of celebrating the 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit and the 2nd Tukar Mindanao Summit, let us embrace positivity in everything we do. Let us reopen doors of limitless reasons to move forward as we are forever grateful of the opportunities stored for the entire Workers Association. The Department of Labor and Employment Northern Mindanao is here to support the mission and vision of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated as we all echo the dances and ethnic beats from our forefathers. Thank you for giving importance to our Mindanao arts and culture that people from the other side of the world must have to see. To the people behind the success of Koryo Mindanao Summit, special mention the local government unit of Gingoog City, Mayor Eric Canyosa, the Governor of Misamis Oriental, Peter, Senyor Pedro Unabia. I congratulate you for your initiative of conglomerating the festival that we are looking forward. It is my honor to accept this recognition as I salute the founders, my Manong Raul Zambrano Prima, my Manong June, Basilidas Villegas Pilape Jr., Koryo Mindanao Incorporated President Harold Antalian, alongside his incredible officers, and the respective regional presidents for your manifestation of gathering these excellent artists as you face the challenges and breakthroughs of Mindanao tapestry, colors, sights, and sounds. Mabuhi ang Koryo Mindanao, maayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Thank you, Sir JM.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, for her message, let us warmly welcome the Regional Tourism Officer of Region 10, Director Marie-Elaine Unsuwan, for her message.
To our visionary Mayor, Mayor Eric Canyosa, to our Provincial Tourism Officer and the Executive Vice President of the Association of Tourism Officers of the Philippines, and our Cultural Champion, Attorney Jeffrey Saclot, to R.D. Gutib, ably represented by Mr. Labial, to Odi Ocampo, our Tourism Officer and Summit Director, to Mr. Frank Rivera, Vice President of the International Theater Institute, to Rex Imbok, representing COO Mark Lapid of Tiesa, to Mr. Raul Prima, co-founding director of Koryo Mindanao, and of course, the person who started it all, Mr. Basilidas Pilapil Jr., founding director of Koryo Mindanao Inc., to the board of directors, the LEAF representative, Mr. Ruel Graidu, and of course, to my DOT team and our Chief Tourism Officer, Decius S. Medalla, to all our participants, delegates, guests, and friends. Maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. It is an honor for us at the Department of Tourism Region 10 to be part of this Koryo Mindanao Summit, where our artists come together for this momentous meeting of like-minded Mindanaoans who both champion and share the noble goal of honoring, preserving, and advocating sustainability of our beautiful culture. This is something that I am most proud of. We thank Misamis Oriental under the leadership of Governor Peter Onabia, the City of Gingoog under Mayor Eric Cañosa, and our beloved tourism officer, again, Sir Audio Campo, who is our summit director, for graciously hosting this summit. Graciously hosting this summit, which will ensure the bright future of our culture and, of course, the cultural tourism in Mindanao. We also thank NCCA, led by Chair Rene Escalante, Executive Director Oka Kasaysay, and their representatives, our Secretary, Christina Frasco, who is also a cultural champion, COO Mark Lapid of Tiesa, NCIP, Cambayoca, DepEd, DOLE, the International Theater Institute, and all our other sponsors. Our Mindanaoan culture is indeed very beautiful. During the last World Trade Tourism Council Summit, the Mindanao Regional Directors with our USEC Myra Abubakar, who is also from Zamboanga and Sulu, showcased our culture with a peace fabric from Sulu, our beads from the Higaonons and the Mandaya tribe, the tinalak from our Tiboli tribe, the needlework of our Caraga tribe, and our wonderful Mindanao fabric. A quote from a news article about the summit read, "The Mindanao Regional Directors stunned the summit with cultural fabrics and accessories from the tribes of Mindanao, and we got so much accolades and we're very, very proud of our culture." Last October, during the Philippine Tourism Industry Reception event of the DOT, one of our biggest this year, our beloved Secretary Christina Garcia Frasco presented to President Marcos and to the public our Philippine experience, the culture, heritage, and arts caravan. And part of the presentation was a parade of cultural attires and icons representing our region. Of course, the Mindanao region shone brightly as a testament to all your tireless efforts to highlight our beautiful culture. Late last year also, for the first time in history, all the Mindanao regions and farms came together with the whole country to launch the Colors of Mindanao campaign, which aims to show the true colors of Mindanao. The true colors of Mindanao are not one that is painted by others as dangerous and war-torn, but one of beauty, bounty, and peace. And what better way to showcase our region but through our culture, which I think is one of the most diverse and colorful in the whole world, diba? Yes. So luckily, this administration of the DOT, one of the priority projects of Sec Frasco is the promotion of Mindanao, and at the heart of this is cultural tourism and the promotion of our festivals. More than the festivities and activities, your role as cultural engineers and cultural bearers are very important. The preservation of cultural integrity of our dances, music, and festivals rests in your hands. We are very grateful for the zeal and passion in protecting and the truth to all of you. Daghan kayong salamat. I beam with pride to see all of you here sharing one vision and mission, to be cultural champions and to lead by example by wearing our weaves and our beads, showcasing our true colors through dance, music, art, and artistic expressions. It is truly evident that more than anything, we wear our culture and the colors of Mindanao in our hearts. Let this intense fire burn brightly for years to come as we continue this beautiful event today and through the coming years. Congratulations, Koryo Mindanao! Mabuhay ang Mindanao! Mabuhay ang kulturang Pilipino! Daghan kayong salamat!
Once again, Dakultud na salamat to our Regional Director of the Department of Tourism, Ms. Marie-Elaine Onchuan. Koryo Mindanao Incorporated present this plaque of appreciation to Ms. Marie-Elaine Onchuan in grateful acknowledgement of her distinguished and invaluable services rendered as keynote speaker during the grand opening of the Koryo Mindanao Incorporated 4th Summit, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of the occasion. Given this 9th day of December 2022 at Arturo S. Lugod Gymnasium, Gingoog City, Philippines, signed by the officers of Koryo Mindanao Incorporated and the Summit Director, Mr. Odi Cornelio Sabelio Ocampo. Plaque of appreciation is given to Director Marie-Elaine Onchuan of the Department of Tourism, Region 10. Requesting our officials of the City Government of Gingoog City, our guests, and other members of the Koryo Mindanao officers and Board of Directors to please come up on stage for the formal declaration of the opening of the 4th Koryo Mindanao Incorporated Summit and the 2nd Tukar Mindanao Summit. Again, we would like to request Attorney Jeffrey Saclot to please join us here on stage. Mr. Frank Rivera, Sir Decius S. Medalla, our guest from the Tieza. Sir, please join us here on stage. Dato, please join us here on stage. Dato, please. Sir, from Dolly, Sir Glenford, please join us here on stage for the declaration of our 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit.
I know na nagugutom na kayo, but this will be our last. Kailan i-declare muna tayo. We formally declare the opening of 4th Koryo Mindanao Summit and 2nd Tukar Mindanao Summit. Sigawan na malakas dyan! Woo! Okay, sa lahat ng mga guests natin ngayong umaga, thank you very much. Of course, to Gingoog City. And of course, huwag kalimutan itong ating from Dolly, from IPI. Ayan, with Frank Rivera. Sino hindi pa nakaayan? Si Dato? Yes, lahat po, sir. Ayan, ang Dolly na nagbigay ng 500,000 na naman ngayon sa atin. Thank you so much. Ay, tapos na ang Tiesa. Ay, palakpakan natin ang Tiesa sa 100,000, no? Ayan, thank you very much.
at this point is the Panampulot. The Panampulot is part of the sacred ritual of which we have already done this morning. And we would like to invite our guests, officials of the City Government and Board of Directors and Officers of Koryo Mindanao to please join the Panampulot, and of course for the giving of our Team MisOr to our honored guests. We would like to request our members of the Umadjamnon tribe and other datus to please do the honor of putting our timosog to our guests. And this will be officiated by Dato Lulay Mangarin of the Umadjamnon tribe. And later also we will shall witness an authentic dance of this Umadjamnon group, which will be showcased by Dato himself. Once again, requesting the members of the Umadjamnon tribe, we would like to request Director Unsuwan to please stay for a while for the Timosog ritual. And also Sir Audi and Attorney Jeffrey Saklot. To request once again our Umadjamnon group and the Higaonon groups, because our guests are in a hurry for their schedule. Thank you. We'll have our lunch break this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We shall have first our photo op, our official photo for this year's summit, and also informing every cluster that you can have your lunch now. Please have one representative per cluster to get your lunch for this day. Thank you, and let's start the photo op now, coming from our first delegates who are still here. Can we have photo op of the Sox region? delegates here on stage. Next to have their photo op, we will have the BARM region requesting the officers of Koryo Mindanao and Board of Directors to please join our delegates here on stage. Next, we'll have the delegates coming from the province of Camiguin. So please prepare with you and please wear your appropriate attire. From BARM